We're leaving the CBD of Auckland. We've been here for a month and we're gonna start our road trip down to the South Island. So we have a week to get from the North Island down to the South Island to our next Airbnb, which is just outside of Christchurch in an area called Burnham. It's basically a farm stay and we're really looking forward to it. But we've got a lot of stuff, as you can see behind me, to pack up in the car. We have to get all of this into our little hatchback style vehicle. So we've done it before. We have a lot of camping stuff and our kayak and our suitcases and everything. This is everything we own in New Zealand. So we're gonna pack it up in the car, hit the road, and our first stop is gonna be Tauranga. We made it to Tauranga and now we are heading up Mount Maunganui to catch the sunset. Made it to the top, took about 30 minutes, not bad at all. The views are absolutely amazing. You can see down at the city center, you can pretty much see like all the way around, 360-degree view. Welcome to day 2 of our road trip to the South Island. Today we are checking out the Rotorua and the Topua area. We're currently at the Wairakei Terraces, which is pretty close to Taupo. It's maybe a 10 or 5 minute drive, but this is amazing. It was 15 New Zealand dollars each to check this out. The next couple days are going to be rainy and really gloomy, so we're doing what we can in terms of exploration today. We have the next 2 nights in Rotorua. Drove a little bit further south to Huka Falls and you drive right up to it. It's something free to do, which is huge, but I haven't seen anyone mention this yet, so we're gonna go check it out. Damn, man. According to this little infographic here by the base of the falls, 200,000 liters of water run down this channel and over Huka Falls every second. That is madness. I think this is something you really have to see in person to understand the magnitude of this waterfall. Made it to the Airbnb in Rotorua and we are here for 2 nights. This place is really cute. I'm gonna give you guys a quick little tour. So this is the little deck area and there's like a mini hot tub, which is gonna be really nice because it's quite cold. And then there's this really cute little deck area. We haven't unpacked yet, so this is fresh, but this place is massive. There's like a full-on dining table that's made of quarry wood, which is really cool. Nice big entertainment area with like tons of couches. There's multiple bedrooms, but this is the one that we're gonna be staying in. So nice cozy queen size bed. And then the bathroom's not amazing, but it's big, like huge mirror, weird toilets. Toilet's kind of strange. And the shower is like really big actually. All right, so now we are actually heading out and we're gonna go check out the Redwoods Walk at night. It's supposed to be all lit up beautifully with lights and everything. It's $39 per person, 39 New Zealand dollars, but it's something that I've really wanted to do. So we're gonna go check that out and then that'll be it for the night. So if I don't see you after our little walk and let you know how it went, we'll see you tomorrow morning. last night in Rotorua. Good morning from Rotorua. Today we are heading out, hitting the road and driving over to Napier. It looks horrible out once again. It looks like it's going to potentially rain all day. It's raining right now. We've got quite a bit of stuff to pack up, but we are really excited for this next Airbnb. It's supposed to be super nice. It was $300 per night. In comparison, the place we're at right now, which is a 3-bedroom, was 170 Canadian dollars per night, if that puts it into perspective. So this next place is 300 Canadian. And yeah, it was just like a treat to ourselves. So we're gonna head over there, hit up a brewery. There's a brewery in Hastings, which is just south of Napier, called Brave Brewing. And from the people that I used to work with in Auckland at the brewery, it's supposed to be the best brewery in New Zealand. So we're gonna go check that out. So let's pack the car up, hit the road. Welcome to Kaikoura Cliffs in Eskdale, which is just north of Napier. This was the treat that we booked for ourselves. It was $300 a night. It's a 2-bedroom. That's the view. Honestly, for $300 a night, this is really not that bad. I've stayed at hotels that were that price that were not nice at all, like really not at all. So you can see the waves like crashing on the beach down there. Hot tub. And the lighting's a little messed up, but do a quick tour. Kitchen, got a nice full kitchen. This place is way bigger than I expected. Washer dryer, huge shower, like massive shower. And I guess the main bedroom, because it has like a humongous television. I don't know what says luxury more than this right now. Welcome to day 5 of our road trip going south in New Zealand. This morning we are exploring the beautiful Napier. This area is known for its Art Deco buildings. Really feels like you're traveling back in time driving around and walking around this area. We're not going to have a ton of time here, but we wanted to pop into town and just show you guys some of the highlights. Napier's just like really cool to walk around and check out the sights, check out the beautiful pathway. Down at the Marine Parade, there's like this beautiful pathway. There's a pier you can go out on and just take in the beautiful views of the water and the surrounding areas. Great for a day trip or a weekend trip. Heading over to Vinci's to grab a slice of pizza. Napier was amazing. We're just walking through it now, heading back to the car. We're gonna hit the road, make our way down to Wellington to the next Airbnb, and then bright and early tomorrow morning, we're grabbing the ferry. So let's head to Wellington and see what we can do in the short amount of time that we have there. Pulled over at a mobile station to get some gas. Right now it is $2.34 a liter. The cheapest we've seen gas on this road trip so far was $1.92, which is kind of wild. So far this road trip has been awesome. I just wish we had a lot more time to explore each area. After about 4 hours of driving, we finally made it to our last Airbnb, our last accommodation on the North Island. We're just north of the downtown city of Wellington at the moment, super close to the ferry terminal. This Airbnb is actually amazing. Like, we were treated to this luxury place yesterday, but this place has, I would argue, an even better view. We'll see you guys tomorrow once we get onto the ferry. Morning guys, welcome to day 6 of our road trip down to the South Island. Today we are going to explore a bit of Wellington. Last night I ended up changing our ferry booking to a later time, so we're leaving at 3:45 instead of 8:45. We're going to spend the morning and the early afternoon exploring downtown Wellington. Then we're hopping on the ferry and we're going to be arriving in Picton on the South Island at nighttime, so we're not going to be able to see anything, but we have one more night in Kaikoura, which is just a few hours north of our next Airbnb. So we have one more day after today of our road trip. We made it down to the city center in Wellington and we've only got a few hours here, so we've parked along the waterfront. We're just gonna walk around and take a look. We will be back to explore the city properly, but for now we're just getting a little bit of a taste. Before moving to New Zealand, when I had pictured moving here and I was doing all of my research back just after high school, Wellington was the city that I had picked out to be the area that I was going to move to and live in. And having never been here before, after doing all the research, it just seemed like it would be a good fit for the things that I enjoy, the things that I like. And now that I'm actually here, I have to say it is definitely above my expectations. I definitely have like a feeling of being home here, and it is expensive. I know it's expensive to live here, but something is really drawing me to this area, and we haven't been to the South Island yet, so I'm not going to make any conclusions. But if you're from New Zealand and you've been to Wellington or you've lived in Wellington, I'd love to hear your thoughts down below about how you find the city, what you love about it, what areas are great, what areas maybe are not so great, because that would really help me when I start looking for a permanent place to live. We just made it to the ferry terminal and we're about to get on our ferry, head across the Cook Strait. Made it to the ferry.
Yeah.
Now we've got a 3-hour ferry ride across the Cook Strait into Picton. Good morning and welcome to day 7 of our road trip down to the South Island. Last night we got into the ferry terminal in Picton pretty late. It was around 6:30, 7 o'clock. It was very dark out and our drive down to Kaikoura was about 2 hours. We got an amazing display of the Milky Way on the way down, which was amazing. And then we've just been staying in this little beach motel that's right on the water. I think today we're gonna explore this area, Kaikoura, a little bit and check out some sights, but we only have a couple hours before we have to head down to our next Airbnb in Burnham. We're wrapping up this road trip and it's been a hectic week, a lot of driving. Let's get out for the day and check out this beach town. Doing a quick little hike, the Kaikoura Peninsula. Stunning. You don't have to go far for this. one of the coolest places I think I've ever been in the world. And this was just a quick stopover for us on our road trip because we needed somewhere to sleep. But wow, this is incredible. I think I'd like to come back here and maybe do a bit of hiking. It looks like these mountains would just be incredible to hike. Definitely add Kaikoura to your list if you haven't already. This is quite the introduction to the South Island for us. So we've walked up along this massive mountain thing behind me for the last little while, and spectacular views, and it probably only took about an hour for us to really take our time and walk around. But now we've come down to the beach area, which is just by the parking lot, and we're walking right along the water, and you can see seals. They're like right there. I have no words for this. This is just breathtaking. I'm speechless. This is wow. Popped into a little cafe in Kaikoura and had a meat pie, and now we're hitting the road. We're going to get settled, and there's going to be a ton more content of the South Island, so I look forward to bringing you guys along with us for our